All right, now we can begin. Yeah, I'm going to have to find a way to stretch that out because usually I'll throw the intro on and it gives me enough time to click the go live button on my Facebook. So because it's so short, it wasn't working. But new intro. Let's start off there. It's awesome. I worked real hard on that bad boy. I know it's only 5 seconds, but the detail that goes into these is crazy. Mad props to all these graphic designers out there that create awesome content like that. So today we're talking about how, or the title is "The Real Deal on Pricing Your Home with Zillow, Trulia, etc." Other, websites. Now I'm not going to bash these companies because these companies serve a great purpose in the sense that they create awareness of houses out there, and a lot of times when clients come to me, they have a general idea of what they want to purchase. They need somebody to just put all the pieces together and help them throughout the buying process. But there is certain things that you need to consider when you use this solely to base your home value. And I'll give you a couple of different scenarios. And I have a current scenario live right now. As a matter of fact, I have a listing appointment with this couple in 4 hours where Zillow was underpricing their home by about 20 grand, which is super relevant. That's why I'm making this video. So let's start off with how Zillow generally works as far as their pricing of homes, right? And obviously they have millions and millions of dollars integrated into their algorithms and how they can try to figure out a price of a house. And, that's great, but they're never really going to give you an exact picture of what realistically your house can go for. That's what realtors are for, and that's what appraisers are for, of course. So they do is they take an average, usually within a mile radius, of what where your house is located, and based off of square footage, based off of the year, they will give you a general price of what they think your house is worth. Now, that was okay, but now the problem is Zillow now offers the option to purchase your home. They have Zillow offers. And the problem is that a lot of people are relying solely based off of that number to quote unquote sell their house to Zillow or Open Door or some of these other companies. And that's a big problem. Before it was just informational. Now where they're turning it into more of a business where they're also purchasing properties, making updates to them and flipping them like Open Door and OfferPad do. The issue is that a lot of people find that price reliable. A lot of people will go off of that price and they say, hey, this is a huge website. How am I not going to trust the number that Zillow's given me? So then they proceed with selling their house to Zillow and they're out. It could be 5 grand. It could be 20 grand. In this situation, in this case right now that I'm going to run and show you guys, it was 20 grand. So that's on obviously the bigger scale. So a couple of things that Zillow usually misses when they're adding value to your house, of course, is updates to the house. So if you've renovated the kitchen, if you've renovated the bathrooms, if you've done updated landscaping, if you added a pool, these are all things that add value to your home that these websites will not be able to properly take into account when they're pricing your home out, right? So I've had situations where, a remodeled kitchen, can be worth easily, 10, 15 grand. But these sites have no idea that the house has these kind of remodels, right? So then they'll give much lesser value. Now, on the flip side, there's sometimes when these sites will overprice your home, right? So that's kind of a situation that I don't come across this one too often. Usually it's them underpricing it. But there are situations where they might overprice your home, right? So because the surrounding neighborhood in your area is selling houses with a lot of remodels, or it's a big flip location where investors are buying and putting a bunch of upgrades, and you're seeing the houses close 10, 20 grand higher than what your house is actually worth, that's once again because Zillow does not have eyes inside of your house to see what your house actually has on the inside, right? So that's a big one. And obviously those conversations aren't as easy to have with clients as the one where it's like, hey, I can make you an extra 20 grand, right? Those are obviously harder conversations with clients because I have to inform them and educate them on why their house is actually worth this amount. Another big one that they don't take into consideration is your surroundings, right? So if you back up to a busy street, that will affect your home value. It could be 5 grand, it could be 10 grand, it could be higher depending on the house. So that's a big one that a lot of people don't take into consideration. They solely rely off of the price that they see. You have to take that into account. I have had appraisers knock down value on homes because of them backing up to a street, and a bunch of different reasons. Once again, I mean, when an appraiser goes in there and actually dials in and gets you your appraisal for your home, they will iron all that stuff out one way or another. So those are just two kind of ways where these sites can either benefit you in the sense that they're undercutting your value, and then it's actually worth more than you think. But then in other more rare cases, they're inflating the value where you think it's worth more, but in reality, it's a lesser amount. So once again, take that information and run with it as far as and don't get me wrong. Like before I became a realtor 4 years ago, when I was purchasing my house, the first thing I did when I purchased my house was I went to one of these sites and I checked like, hey, what's my home value? I checked what it was in 6 months, and every time I saw the little tick going up, I was excited about that because that's cool, right? And that's a great way to kind of gauge a general idea of what your market is doing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying they're horrible sites. They're great. They serve their purpose. Once again, I work with them. I love them. It's just the fact that don't use that information solely based off of making a decision when it comes to your investment, when it comes to you selling your house, when it comes to making these big decisions. It's the same thing like you checking out the symptoms of one of your medical conditions and you're like, yeah, I think WebMD has me down. I think based off of the information that I submitted to WebMD, I'm good. You still want to talk to a professional. You still want to follow the proper steps to make sure that you're okay. Same thing with your house. Your house, that's your baby. That's your investment. So let me show you guys this quick example of a situation where I'm dealing with that right now. And that's this house right here. Obviously, for security reasons, I blocked out the address. So this house right here is priced according to Zillow. If you guys look on the top right corner at $247,000. Now, if you take a mile radius of that house, you'll get to that amount, right? Because you're taking a mile radius. There's different neighborhoods. There's different locations. This is on 83rd Avenue in Union Hills. That location, that area is so different. You can be in like $500,000 homes, and you can be like in lower price points from one moment to the next. Like it's really hard to gauge off of a mile radius what your house is actually worth. So this particular house, when I went through and I ran my comparable sales and market trends, I was able to determine that the price for this house is closer to the 265 range. The 265 range, based off of facts, based off of comparable sales, the house definitely should appraise at that value. Once again, this is a situation where the clients were going based off of the value that they were seeing there. And, we're talking on the phone. I'm like, hey, you know what? I think I can get you more for your house. And then a lot of people might argue, hey, well, Zillow has this buyout option where, or open door where they'll buy your house for whatever amount. They still charge fees. That's a big misconception. So whenever you price your home out or whenever you get one of these offers, you're still going to get charged these fees or convenience fees that these companies charge. I myself have investors that I work with. If that is something that you're looking to do, if you're looking to sell your house quick and you don't mind losing a couple grand because you just need to get out of the house for one reason or another, it could be divorce, it could be just schools, it could be any reason. Your neighbors piss you off. It doesn't matter. If you need to get out of your house fast and you can't wait to put it on the market and you rather have a quick sale, still give me a call, still shoot me a text, because I have investors that purchase houses not to flip. They purchase them to rent them out. There is a certain criteria that they follow, so not all homes will qualify for this, but I can almost guarantee you, I'm 90% sure that my investors will be able to beat these deals that some of these other sites will offer you. Okay, so take that information, guys. If you guys know anybody that's looking to sell and they've been just you hear it, just let them know, show them this video, let them call me, let them reach out to me, but at least share the video so that way you're helping out your friends, family. And of course, if you guys are looking to sell, give me a call and we'll get it done. All right, guys, don't lose 20 grand like these clients were. You guys take care and have a great rest of your Wednesday. Hey, how's it going, guys? Thanks for stopping by and checking out my website. My name is Rio, and you are at therealdeal.com. So you guys either came to this website one of two ways. Either you guys were driving down the 101 and you guys saw one of my billboards, or you guys checked it out on an Instagram ad. This down payment program is so huge that I just had to take a billboard on it. I just had to. So what is this program? What does it entail? I'm going to give you guys a real brief description of what it is, and then I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to learn more. Okay. So the program is 100% financing. That means there is no down payment. It's not down payment assistance. It's just simply if you purchase a house for $250,000, then you get a $250,000 loan. Second, it's no PMI. That's right, no PMI. That's huge. I think that's the biggest head turner. That's why I put it on there in big bold letters. That's a really big deal. The third one that I didn't advertise because it just didn't fit was you get up to $3,500 towards your closing costs, which is also really, really big. Now, the bank that's offering this is a local bank. It's a big bank. You guys have probably driven by one of their branches a lot. And then, of course, if you guys want to learn more, check it out. Go to the contact page below. It's going to say learn more, and then just fill out your name, number, email. I'll reach out to you. We'll schedule a time to talk so that way we can go over this program from A through Z. And then if this program doesn't work out for you for whatever reason, I have a ton of programs that I could choose from and cater for you so that way we can get you into a home and take advantage of these crazy low interest rates. All right. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Take care and have a great day.